So welcome back, opening match day today in today's episode, which is the month of October. Manchester City take on Atletico Madrid to start the episode in the Champions League. We currently sit top of our group after that win over Dynamo Zagreb, or second in our group perhaps. I think Atleti could be top on goal difference against a very good side, Diego Simeone's side, who have of course City problems at the Etihad before. City an only 1-0 win, I think, last time they faced them. Atleti very, very strong defensively, and that will cause Manchester City problems. With a Manchester City side that we've got so much firepower, I can't see us not scoring here today. I really can't. We shouldn't be firing blanks. We should be beating them and going top of this group. The Atleti side ready. Antoine Griezmann, Ruben Diaz, plenty of battles all over the pitch. It's going to be a really exciting one. Michael Olise, Champions League debut. Here's Olise on this right hand side. Olise in behind to Kevin De Bruyne. Early start for City. Perhaps De Bruyne in towards Jack Grealish. Away by the opposition. Dominating start by City here at the Etihad. Olise into Stones. Back wide to De Bruyne. He's got Haaland in the middle. Kevin De Bruyne finds Erling Haaland. Manchester City take the lead here at the Etihad. And within 7 minutes, Erling Haaland has scored to give City lead in the Champions League. And we are in front against Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid. Well, they pride themselves on defensive performances, on clean sheets with Diego Simeone's side. But City have found a breakthrough early on here. Olise into Stones. Fired wide to Kevin De Bruyne, whose weight of pass, whose quality of cross is absolutely exceptional. And it finds the head of our big 6'5" Norwegian Erling Haaland up top. Nods it home to give Manchester City the lead at the Etihad here. A Champions League night, Manchester City stepping up and City performing well. Great goal from Erling Haaland. Throwing for Manchester City. Down to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne away from Memphis Depay. De Bruyne holds him off. Depay can't stop De Bruyne with a strike here. What a hit from Kevin De Bruyne. 2-0 Manchester City. De Bruyne strikes and scores just before half-time to double City's lead. We'll direct to him from the throw-in. Depay couldn't stop him. The midfielder's not quick enough to step out to him. I think it may be Rodrigo De Paul. And Kevin De Bruyne rifles one on that right foot into the bottom corner of Jan Oblak's goal. Manchester City have a 2-1 lead before half-time here. What a strike from King Kevin De Bruyne. And that is half-time here. Manchester City 2, Atletico Madrid 0. City score right at the start of the game pretty much, and right at the end to have a 2-goal lead for the Spanish side, Atletico Madrid. Rodri, Stones, little clipping behind to Michael Olise here. Nice touch from Olise, pulls it back, it's John Stones! Well, a sliding challenge to the box there, Bernardo Silva with an acrobatic volley. Was that not a foul on John Stones? It seemed to be. Over the top towards Olise, pulled back to the edge of the box here. Nasty challenge to the back of John Stones. Bernardo went for the overhead kick. Atleti looking to come forward. That is it. That is full time. City 3 for 3 in the Champions League. 3 games played, 3 wins. Or 2 games played, 2 wins now. Good performance from Manchester City. So 3 points in the Champions League for Manchester City. Dortmund and Zagreb draw 1-1 in our group. Other big results: Sporting beating Galatasaray there by 4-0. Paris Saint-Germain losing 4-0 to Athletic Bilbao. Liverpool, Barcelona drawing 1-1. Bayern losing 2-0 to Arsenal. And Milan beating Real Madrid by 1-0. We sit top of our group on 6 points from our first 2 games. Good result against Athletic. So where we go now to the London Stadium, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, to face Spurs. A tough ground for Manchester City and a terrible record here. But hopefully we're going to come away with a good result here today against Spurs, who are actually flying very much highly in the Premier League so far under Ange Postecoglou. Spurs in the counter once again. Son went backwards rather than forwards. They finally work it forward. A foot in there by Frimpong's not enough. It goes through today on Kulusevski. Kulusevski across to Richarlison. City poor defending here. And on the counter, Spurs catches out. Well, you know that's the way Spurs do things against Manchester City. They hit us on the counter. They hit us quick. They hit us well. And they have done again there. And Tottenham Hotspur take the lead against Manchester City by 1-0. It's Richarlison, the former Everton man, and Watford man, the Brazilian. Son sends it across to Kulusevski. I think Ake's got to get there. He doesn't do. I mean, Stones is never getting across to Ederson, or across to Richarlison between Ederson and the ball. But I think Nathan Ake here, he's got to do more to get his foot in there and stop that ball across for Richarlison to then score and put us behind. Here's Kulusevski. Rodri in there, City get it back. Grealish with a bad pass by Jack Grealish. And they play it straight through the middle again. And Stones, it's over the top of his boot to Heung-min Son. And Heung-min Son with a chance off the post. Straight back to Richarlison. And Spurs have a 2-0 lead on the 30-minute mark. Really poor from Manchester City defensively. And Tottenham Hotspur double their lead. Richarlison just lifts it over the boot of Stones. Nice pass into Son, who's unlucky with the finish, but fortunate with the rebound, which bounces straight back to Richarlison. Stood waiting to pounce. Where's the Manchester City defence? Where's Stones? Where's Ake? Neither across to Richarlison, leaving all three in lots of space. And Richarlison makes it Spurs 2, Manchester City 0 here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Matheus Nunes wide towards Miguel Gutierrez. Big sliding challenge on Gutierrez, the referee. It's going to be a free kick for Manchester City. It was a late one there by Emerson Royal. Nice swift touch by Gutierrez on the outside of the left foot. Took him into a bit of space and got the free kick here. And City, very dangerous from this free kick. De Bruyne's going to put his low and hard across the box. Erling Haaland's going to run onto it. Can Manchester City get this to work? Look at all the space at the front half of the box here. De Bruyne into Erling Haaland here with the first touch. Haaland scores. City make it 2-1. And we're back in it. Haaland celebrates, but I'll be picking up that ball and getting away as quickly as possible. Good ball in from De Bruyne. Nice low and hard. Haaland, good first touch as well. Vicario can't get out close enough to him quick enough. Romero's lost Haaland. I mean, the pace of Haaland, the physicality, always going to be difficult. Well worked goal from City. Nicely done on the set piece there. City back in this game at 2-1 now. Spurs should be worried, and that is half time. Manchester City behind. Spurs lead by 2-1. For another 45 minutes decide these two teams fighting for that title. Second half underway here is Matheus Nunes, wide to Miguel Gutierrez, space for the Spaniard. Gutierrez makes a mess of it. Back to Matheus Nunes. Wide to Frimpong. Bernardo Silva into Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne for Manchester City. City equalise at the start of the second half. And it's captain Kevin De Bruyne who pulls the goal back for City and makes it 2-2. Back in this one. Deserved goal. We've actually been quite good today. Had a lot of possession. Played really well. Spurs getting their chance on the counter. But Manchester City are back in this one. And Manchester City equalise for Belgian. Kevin De Bruyne. A good play from Kev. Nice finish to that near post. Vicario can't keep it out. City level. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Can Manchester City take the lead here? Bernardo. Great work from Bernardo Silva. Grealish is in. Jack Grealish. Grealish the far post to Erling Haaland. Spurs just get it away. Oh, and they're on the counter here again. Oh, good step out by Stones. It's not enough. Stones tries to cut it out with a foul. It's over the top towards Heung-min Son. Got Richarlison in the middle. It's Heung-min Son. The save by Edison straight to Kulusevski. It's not the first time Spurs have got a goal on the rebound today. It's the second time. And Spurs take the lead at home. Manchester City 2. Tottenham Hotspur 3. Well, everyone in the front line has scored now. Son, or it's Richarlison with 2. Son's got a few assists. Kulusevski now on the score sheet as well. Manchester City. Well, we had our chance at the other end. Good defending by Spurs. They clear it away. Up the other end they go. And they catch Manchester City out. Son with a really powerful strike. Edison keeps out, but it's Rodri and Matheus Nunes nowhere near Dejan Kulusevski. It shouldn't have got to that position anyway in the first place. Lo Celso being able to play it over the top like that. City on the counter. City, their defence unravelled, unwrapped. And Tottenham Hotspur are there to pounce on a mistake and take the lead at 3-2. Spurs back in front. Manchester City couldn't get back in the lead. Well, Frimpong has lost the ball and Spurs look at the counter-attack opportunity again. Ake out of position. Richarlison's run off Rodri. Richarlison for the hat-trick. Brazilian Richarlison gets the hat-trick. 4-2 Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester City so poor in defensive situations today. Celebrations between Romero and Lloyd Kelly. The defensive partnership. Richarlison with a hat-trick against his Brazilian goalkeeper Edison. Manchester City completely pulled apart defensively. On the counter once again, Stones, Rodri and Ake have been all over the place. Miguel Gutierrez and Frimpong haven't helped defensively either. City caught out. And Richarlison bags himself a hat-trick. Played him. Nice ball on the top by Dejan Kulusevski. He's been brilliant today. City nowhere to be seen. Edison, he's not sure where to come, whether to go. In the end, he decides to come. At which time Richarlison smashed it past his fellow Brazilian. Oh, Spurs win it back again here. Son. Could Spurs go for number 5 here? Richarlison, Lo Celso. What a ball through to Heung-min Son. He's not got a goal for himself yet today, Son. He does this time. 5-2 Spurs. Well, talk about a statement win. Manchester City, who are in the title race, who think they are favourites for the title. Tottenham Hotspur say, hang on a minute. We're top of the table. And we're going to go even further top now. What a finish by Son. Lovely ball by Giovanni Lo Celso. Hide a needle pass. Threads it through Rodri and Stones. Frimpong's out of position. Heung-min Son, good touches by the Spurs captain. Good finish. Here's Miguel Gutierrez for Manchester City. Jeremy Doku. Doku, good feet. Doku, brilliant feet. Doku back to Haaland here. Haaland makes it 5-3. City won't go down quietly. They'll go down fighting. 5-3. Celebrations by Stones and Ake there have been really poor at the back. Haaland gets his second of the game. Great feet, brilliant work from Jeremy Doku on that far left-hand side. Really good player by Doku. Past Kulusevski and Emerson. Pulls it back before Lloyd Kelly gets across. Tapping for Erling Haaland. But Hans Postecoglou's side have still got a 2-goal lead. Manchester City need a bit more than just a little bit of magic from Doku and Haaland. They need 2 goals yet just to get a point. Headed forward by Manchester City. It's too late now for City, no matter what they do. It is. De Bruyne can't get that one forward. Full time. Tottenham Hotspur with a 5-3 victory at home over Manchester City. The champions of England have been beaten by the champions-elect. Early stage of the season. We're only in the 3rd month of the season. With that hat-trick by Richarlison, Spurs certainly looking like they could be favourites for the title this year. What's that destruction by Spurs against us? We're obviously going to drop on the table, and United have been beaten as well. Liverpool win, Villa win, their sides in and around us. So Spurs now jump to top of the Premier League table. Newcastle 2nd, Manchester City down to 3rd position. City looking to get back to winning ways at the Etihad here. Up against Aston Villa today. Another side up in the top 4 and performing well in the Premier League this season. A big defeat to Spurs will, crush the confidence maybe, or dent City's title hopes. But a win against Villa to get back to winning ways is very important to keep our hands on that title. Here's Joško Vardiol, who's found himself in a very attacking position here, the fullback. Vardiol. Haaland holds it well. Haaland lays off to De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Back out and in behind to Phil Foden. Foden over top to De Bruyne here. Headed away by Villa. City pushing. City trying to get that goal. Rico Lewis. Haaland. De Bruyne. Back out to Foden. Not rushing things, Manchester City. Rico. Ball through into Foden. Good play. Foden. Foden with a strike here. And wide of the post by Phil Foden. Didn't quite catch that one anywhere near like he wanted. In the end, when Rico Lewis finally does get it through to Phil Foden. Not cleanly. Foden doesn't strike it cleanly at all. Wide of the post. Behind for a goal kick. De Bruyne. Flicks one through to Erling Haaland. Cleared away by Aston Villa. The referee blows the half-time whistle. Manchester City 0. Aston Villa 0. As it stands in those first 45 minutes. João Neves. Outside the boot pass to Kevin De Bruyne. City with a chance to pounce again. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Into Paquetá. Into Haaland. Erling Haaland. And it's saved by the fingertips of Emi Martinez. The Villa captain just kept that one out. Manchester City, I think they thought they had the lead there. They were very close to taking the lead. Emi Martinez stops it, does it? Diaby. City feel a bit open here. Tillemans back in behind to Diaby. Moussa Diaby. Moussa Diaby with a strike. Blocked away by Joško Vardiol with a very, very important interception. Very important foot on it and a block. And it goes behind for a corner for Villa. This is a really good chance. It's Ruben Diaz actually. He makes a big block there for Manchester City. Corner ball for Villa. Plenty of big bodies in the box. Emil Smith-Rowe has come on for Jacob Ramsey. Signed from Arsenal, it seems, Emil Smith-Rowe. So he's in. João Neves with a bad mistake. It falls to Emil Smith-Rowe for Aston Villa, who take the lead at the Etihad Stadium. Brilliant finish from Emil Smith-Rowe. Manchester City behind again. City shipping sloppy goals. And punished once again. João Neves, the offender this time. Lucky he didn't take him down for a penalty. Great strike by the former Arsenal man, Emil Smith-Rowe. Manchester City find himself behind again. This time at home at the Etihad. We're making too many mistakes defensively and not finishing our chances. Paquetá wide to Doku. Last chance saloon. Paquetá crossed in. Blocked away. City can't get it back out. The referee blows the full-time whistle. Back-to-back defeats to Manchester City. No goals today. It's a defeat at home to Aston Villa and the Hungary side, which is so frustrating. Manchester City not good enough at the moment. Well, the results really not going Manchester City's way at the moment. Spurs have beat Newcastle, Arsenal lost to United, Liverpool beat West Ham. So they all jump above us. I mean, Ipswich Town in second place, City down to 6th. It's back into the Champions League action for Manchester City today, and away to Signal Iduna Park here in Germany to face Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund, who are one of the top sides in the Champions League over the past few years, once made it to the Champions League final under Jurgen Klopp. An exciting team, and one Manchester City are ready to take on here in Germany and hopefully come away with 3 points in our Champions League group stage. Well, Erling Haaland ready at his return to Dortmund. It's Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund. In towards Bernardo Silva in the middle here for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne, space for De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne with an early strike off the post by De Bruyne. What a chance that is. Jack Grealish, nice play from Jack. Bernardo Silva pulls it back to De Bruyne into the box. Foden flicked on the top to Jeremy Frimpong from a Leverkusen man to Erling Haaland here. It's absolutely spectacular football from Manchester City. Really nice play. Haaland scores on his return to Dortmund. He celebrates this time with his City players. Grealish into Bernardo Silva. Nice find to Kevin De Bruyne, who's on to Phil Foden. What a flick over the top this is towards Jeremy Frimpong. He makes no mistake and rolling it back to Erling Haaland. Ahead of Nico Schlotterbeck. Around Nicolas Süle. And past the goalkeeper Kobel to make it 1-0 to Manchester City here in Germany. And another 3 points look to be heading City's way. Here's Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. He's already hit the post once today, De Bruyne. He's looking for another one. Kevin De Bruyne! He's hit the post again. Off the crossbar from the Belgian. Just before half-time, City coming forward. That is the half-time whistle gone. City lead by 1-0 in Signal Iduna Park. It's the 12th minute finish from Erling Haaland, a lovely team goal that gives Manchester City the lead in Germany. Elise finds Frimpong in space now, the fullback. Gone to a central area. Joško Vardiol. City pushing forward. Vardiol. Across towards Paquetá. Lucas Paquetá, who gives Manchester City a 2-0 lead at Signal Iduna Park. Paquetá, the £85 million man signed from West Ham United, made a big impact to the club so far with his goals, assists and performances. Joško Vardiol finds himself in attacking position. Sets up Paquetá, nice ball, good first touch. And the second one nestles that ball in the back of the Dortmund net. Gives City a 2-0 lead. And surely confirms Manchester City with another 3 points here in the Champions League. They are flying high in the European competition so far. And Paquetá with another one. Dortmund coming forward here. Maybe too little too late. There's a strike by Dortmund. It's blocked away by Nathan Ake. Daniel Marlon swinging his leg at that one, but it's deflected over the bar. Frustrated himself there, Dutchman. He thought it was a good chance, did Daniel Marlon. Seemed to be pretty decent. Ake stepped across quickly. Got his feet in there and managed to block it away. Corner ball for Manchester City to defend here. Frustration from the Dutchman. Daniel Marlon. Dortmund take their time here. I think they're going to go short with this one. Going to swing it right on top of the goalkeeper. Dortmund do swing it in here. Nathan Ake. It comes off the head of Nathan Ake. I think he's trying to defend that away. And it's an own goal by Dutchman Nathan Ake. The first goal City have conceded in the Champions League so far. The first goal. They've been so good in the Champions League. It's the first one we concede. Ball comes in. Nathan Ake tries to get it away. He just can't do it. It flicks off the post in the corner. Edison's trying to reach out to it. Frustration for City to lose that clean sheet. Nathan Ake, he's trying to head it away. Off the post. Dortmund pull one back, but I don't think that'll be Dortmund getting any points. Vardiol integration. That is the full-time whistle goal. An own goal for Dortmund, but it's Paquetá and Erling Haaland on the score sheet for Manchester City. They give them another win in the Champions League. And another 3 points in this competition where City are performing so well. So we're doing really well in the Champions League, actually. A win against Dortmund as well now. Keeps City with that perfect record so far in the Champions League. Other results there, you can see some big games, some big wins and so on. We're top of our group now on 9 points. Atleti only on 6. Dortmund bottom on 1. Well, the final game of today's episode for Manchester City is an away game in the Premier League. It's away to the City ground to face Nottingham Forest. Never a place that's easy. They play a style of football that Manchester City struggle against through Forest. The likes of Obviously Anthony Elanga in there and Morgan Gibbs-White. Very high quality players. Awoniyi is a real force up top. But Manchester City will be looking to try and keep a clean sheet and gets the goals needed to come away with 3 points today. Kevin De Bruyne, nice turn by Kev. Into Paquetá. In behind towards Jeremy Frimpong. Option in the box for Manchester City. Frimpong still wins it back for City onto Phil Foden with a chance. Foden gives Manchester City the lead. Great finish by Phil Foden. Playing at the false 9 role today with Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez both missing from the Manchester City side. Both left out due to injury. So Foden steps in at false 9. Frimpong don't give up on that one. Into Foden. First time finish on the right foot. Manchester City take the lead at the City ground. And it's Phil Foden. Found by Frimpong. Right place, right time. Arriving well. Finishing it well. Jeremy Doku. Rico Lewis. Kevin De Bruyne back to Rico. Lewis. Wide to Doku again. Doku. Rico. City biding the time. De Bruyne. And towards Foden. It's a great ball. Foden. Back through to Miguel Gutierrez. Miguel Gutierrez! He gets his first Manchester City goal from fullback the Spaniard. Signed from Girona this summer. Great finish by him. And City double the lead. Really good finish from Miguel Gutierrez here. Rico Lewis into De Bruyne. Into Foden, who threads the iron needle pass through to Gutierrez. It's a tight angle, but the way he seems to catch that Gutierrez, curls it with his left foot onto the post. It just hits the post right in the right place. And it goes into the back of the net. And Manchester City have a 2-0 lead here away from home. Brilliant finish from the fullback. And that is half time. Forest 0, City 2. City the driving seat here at the City ground. Well, clock ticking down. That is the full-time whistle. Manchester City finish this episode and this month with a 2-0 win over Forest. Phil Foden, a goal and assist playing at the false 9 role. He was absolutely fantastic up there top today. City come away with a win. So back to anyways at the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Spurs and Villa still in great form. Liverpool and Ipswich. Ipswich is doing really good. Thanks for watching, guys. We sit 4th in the Premier League table at the end of this month, and we'll see you guys next time.